evening. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of middleweight action. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Ortiz is making his way to the ring right now, and he's doing so with a very business-like little get-to-know-you here in the opening round scheduled for 10. He loves popping that jab. I mean, he will target your head and set up everything else off of that punch.
Well, he'll push you back a little bit off the jab, and then he fools you a little bit. You know, he's a little bit of a magician, a little sleight of hand. Then he makes you feel like he's going to push you back again, and he'll step back, and he'll counter you. But that jab is what makes it all happen.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Oscar De La Hoya. What does Oscar need to be aware of facing a power puncher like he is tonight?
Well, that Oscar has a good defense. I mean, that is something that they've worked on throughout his amateur career into his pro career. He knew he had to be the full package. I'm going to tell him before, if he's my fight, I'm going to say, show me that dimension. I know you're good offensively. Show me how good you are defensively.
De La Hoya is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Ortiz is doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. De La Hoya's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. 10 seconds remaining in this round. De La Hoya is really impressing us here, Teddy, coming off that last round. I mean, he laid down a beating to his opponent, but sometimes confidence can also be an enemy in this game.
Yeah, you could get a little bit of overconfidence. You could get careless. You know, you could forget where you were earlier or forget what you knew when you were coming into the ring. Things that you had to understand as far as defensive liabilities. He has to remember that.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Excellent 1-2 by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya's doing well here with that two-punch combination. That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. More than one punch downstairs, that can be damaging. Way to block there. Right on the mark, double jab. Off the target by Oscar De La Hoya. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination?
All right, listen. You need to create more counters, okay? Slip his punch, then throw a straight right down the middle.
number 3 is underway. Ortiz is showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Scored well up top. How important do you think it was to Oscar De La Hoya when he faced and defeated his legend, his boyhood idol, Julio Cesar Chavez?
You know, that's a good question. I think it was important on a couple fronts. I mean, important as far as being able to move up that ladder, earn more money, you know, continue to grow as the fighter that you want to be. And one other thing, that he wanted to earn the respect of the Mexican people, the Mexican fight fans. And there was no better way of doing that than beating a Mexican legend.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Oscar De La Hoya. You see, he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. Both guys have a lot to be proud of with their performances in this round so far, and they still want to give more. What an encore in this final minute.
If you were a kid, you would feel that you're on one of those rides at Space Mountain. I mean, it's just extraordinary.
Ortiz's blocking ability is doing well for him there. He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. 10 seconds. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to go down after getting tagged right there.
He doesn't know where to go. I mean, he's like a guy that's caught in a hailstorm. He's trying to get to the other side of the street, but he just doesn't know where it is now.
We open up round number 4 here. Let's look at Teddy's scorecard, where he's up 2 rounds to 1. I like his work rate, Teddy.
You know, he's not landing all the time clean, but it reminds me a little bit of some of the old fans used to say to me, Teddy, Marciano, we love Marciano. You know, the Rock. He used to hit guys on his arms. He wasn't hitting them clean, but he was breaking their blood vessels. Excuse me for being so graphic, but he was breaking their blood vessels, and they couldn't keep their arms up by the time they got to the 8th, 9th, 10th round. That's kind of the way this guy fights.
How about that left hand? Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Ortiz's right hand scores well.
That's it. Keep moving, keep moving.
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? De La Hoya is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. De La Hoya is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
De La Hoya's looking really good after that round. Teddy, I think it's a good fight. I think it's a close fight, but I believe it's a fight that he's winning.
Yeah, it's the kind of fight, though, that you can't afford to let up at all, or do what you just said. Think that you're winning. He can't really think that way. He's got to think that he's got to take one round at a time. The rest of the rounds, he's got to win each one of them.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
comes right back at him with a left hand. Ortiz is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Halfway through this round here. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Left hook, right hand, well done, especially to the body. Ortiz's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya. And he returns on that exchange. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. De La Hoya is proving that he's here to fight. Just look at the punch stats. Over the hump, the back end of the fight now begins. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Ortiz is thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away, so as you said, those punches, you know, aren't going to force their way through to the target, which they're doing right now. They're getting down to him. They're getting through to him.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya.
He's working the body.
Big shot. Oh, that's beautiful stuff, Teddy. That is beautiful work with that combination to score the knockdown.
Well, that's the benefit of putting them together. One sets up the other one.
1, 2, 3, 4, hurry, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get up, get up, get up!
Ortiz is going to have to pull himself together here. Now, he beat the count, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work because he doesn't have the benefit of his legs. Can't move around there wobbly right now. So what he's got to do is grab on a little bit and walk. Walk to the ropes, kill some time, make the referee come in between you and break you.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Good combination to the body. Protecting his head well with his guard. De La Hoya's punch didn't come close. Ortiz's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
This has been an absolutely dominating performance by Oscar De La Hoya. And he's doing it the way that judges like for it to be done, with clean and effective punching.
Yeah, making their job a little easier.
Start of a new round, and I give credit to his corner. Ortiz's cornermen did a really good job after a round in which their fighter was knocked down of just being calm and cool.
The way they're supposed to be. You know, we always talk about the fighter having to be calm and the experience that a fighter has. Well, that corner has plenty of experience. They just showed it.
Well, he's got the attitude. Something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Banking away those body shots.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
This is a clinic by Oscar De La Hoya on the outside, really doing his thing. Ortiz is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Holy cow, look at this. Back and forth they go. There's no stop.
You don't know how good you are until you push. You push to the brink. They are finding out right now how special they can be.
De La Hoya's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Off target with that hook. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. Ortiz is in that position that nobody likes to be in. Seeing your own blood and knowing you've been cut. Look at his mouth.
You let this guy get away. Come on, this is it. You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands. Right, let's go. Listen, play to pick his jab. Throws a jab. Parry it away and you'll catch it.
So round 8 is underway. De La Hoya is enjoying a commanding lead on your scorecard, Teddy. You got to think that that would hold for him because he has now strung together so many consecutive rounds where he's been dominating.
Yeah, it's methodical. It's been a real workman-like effort.
Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Coach D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Well-timed, well-placed uppercut there. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counter-punching.
Well, the old-timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Ortiz's combination punching is working well here. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Ortiz is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Ortiz's left landing well. Back up top he goes. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. And round 8 comes to an end. Ortiz is, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Ortiz's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. De La Hoya's speed, to me, Teddy, is clearly the biggest difference we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, but there's ways to take away speed. One is to go downstairs to the body and start to discourage the guy a little bit. You know, take some of the air out of those sails.
Scores. Wow! Unable to handle that combination. He is down on the canvas.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ortiz is still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Little volume punching to the body there. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Well-placed overhand left after denying his opponent's effort. And this round comes to an end. Dave Hoya is well-conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
Great movement to get away from those punches. Ortiz is just being very hesitant right now offensively. His first thought since being stunned in this fight is protect myself, protect myself. It's like he's turned the off switch on his offense.
Yeah, but you can't do that. The lights go off, it gets all dark there. You have to find a way to still have that light on. You know, find the window of opportunity somewhere. They are out there. Be creative.
Good stuff. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
Ortiz is able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
Good exchange. He fires back. Dave Hoya is showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. There's the hook. Oh! That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Teddy, this is the stuff of legend right now. He is hurt badly, but still he fights on.
You know, this is what Customato, my mentor, used to talk about. He used to say, Teddy, when you got two tough guys, but one's a little smarter, well, then he becomes twice as tough.
Dave Hoya able to block that punch. We said it early on, stylistically with this matchup, hardly a chance that we would go to the judges' scorecards, but Teddy, that's exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah, early on, you're right. It looked like it was going to be an explosion, but fizzled out a little bit. Here we are.